Okay, go for it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome from Yoga Born Studios. Our intricate energy in Manchester, Connecticut. Thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for coming and practicing, taking care of yourself during this unprecedented time. We'll just get started right away. I invite you to sit up on something if you have it at your home. If you do have a bolster, good for you. Pillow work, even taking a throw blanket and kind of folding it up. We just really like to have the hips higher than the knees. It helps open up the sit bones. Okay, nice long inhalation through the nostrils. Exhalation through the mouth. Now place hands on the knees, palms face up, palms face down, one on top of the other over the ankle. Okay, nice big long inhalation through the nostrils. Exhalation through the mouth. Swallow. Release any energy through the mouth. And just scan the body here. Maybe hold some tension or some stress. Might have a little knot here and there from when you slept. Your schedule might be exactly the same, but trying to reduce everything from home. Notice the breath, not trying to control or constrict, but just feel the presence of it. Knowing you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Learning to give back. Learning to take care of yourself. Learning to let all of the distractions fall to the wayside as we focus on this vessel of energy that is you. One of my favorite sayings lately is that I am a spiritual being having a human experience. So let's be playful in our practice this morning and playful in our day. Place a hand on the heart, a hand on the stomach. Knowing all we have is this breath, this heartbeat, and this vessel of energy at this very moment. That we will flow energy through, and we'll feel connected, and we'll feel alive. Excuse me. Let the eyes be heavy, and we let the other senses tell the story of us this morning. Notice maybe the tension in the shoulders, maybe uneasiness in the belly. Take a nice big long inhalation through the nostrils. Exhalation through the mouth. Allow this uneasiness, allow this opening, allow this presence to feel our emotions and process and move on. Take a nice long inhalation through the nostrils, exhalation through the mouth. Release the hands, big circles of the whole body. Get any movement that feels good. You can dip the shoulders, kind of make big circles. You can reverse. Come back to the center. Right hand down, left hand up. Big wave side to side. I do enjoy this so much. Just opening up the sides of the body, opening up the ideas of what could happen. We do this little wave side to side, then I like to add a little crane and bring the hand down. I sweep the arm in front like a big feather and shine up, bring it down, forward, up, forward, up, forward, up. Shake out the hands. Clasp both hands together. You can change up the grip. Press the hands out. Now the shoulders up, down, and back. Pull the belly in, press the legs down, arms raise up. Just get a little stretch here through the shoulders. Take a nice long exhalation over towards the right. Opening through the rib cage and the lower upper back. Rise up to the center. Opposite side. Now notice this armpit. Don't dip forward. Try to roll it back all the way through. Really stretch through the belly, through the back. Shake it all out. Bring the hands forward, plug that arms back nice and tall. Puff up with breath, head and heart twist over towards the left. Puff up, slowly bring the hands down towards the earth, a little bit of twist to wake up. Big inhalation, a little pull. Big inhalation, a little pull. Big inhalation, a little pull. Always turn your head to the opposite side if you like. The spine loves to be elongated and stretched. Come back in the center. Big circles once again. No wrong way of doing this. Shake out the hands. Bring the hands forward. Plug the arms back nice and tall. Big, 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 big. Head and heart twist over towards the right. Puff up with breath again. So we'll bring the hands back down. So you're placing your hand on your knee and the other hand behind you. You rise up, create space, and then dip. You should feel it opening across here, the rib cage, and going right up into the lats, into the rhomboids. Rise up, twist, rise up, twist. What I really like about our home studio is we just turn around. Every time I turn around, there's another plant. I'm very lucky I have a birder, plant person. So look at the gratitude today, and all of the wonder, bright, bright sun out. That's amazing technology for us to still connect. Take a nice long inhalation through the nostrils, exhalation through the mouth. Shake it all out. I invite you to rise back up. You need a little drink. We're just going to come into table just for a moment. Hands right on the shoulders, knees right on the hips, back toes. I like to have curled under, gives a little energy for the arches. Let the belly get nice and heavy. Exhalation, roll the shoulders, pull the belly in. Inhalation, shine all the way up. Exhalation, roll in. One more time, big inhalation. Exhalation. We're going to stand up for a moment, little energy for the back toes, just taking a breath. Now as you're sitting through here, remember to tuck the sacrum. As you tuck the sacrum, it puts energy into the abdominals and keeps you safe. Try to spring back now. So waking up the Achilles, waking up the lower back. I know I've been sitting a lot. I normally sat with my job. Now a little bit of anxiety, so I'm watching the news maybe a little too much. So I will go for a walk right after this. So press down, try to go wide with the knees and sink the hips back. Okay, a little energy here, hands pressed forward. Now what we're gonna do, kind of feel like a sloth or an anteater. We're gonna walk our hands forward into a plank. Now the exhalation, press back, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, pedal the legs. Place the hands firmly, drawing them in, elbows out to the side, rise up through the shoulders. Up on the tippy toes, press the hips back. Vision forward, looking at the hands. Take nice long deep breaths here. Make sure you're not clenching the jaw. And try to pull the belly in. And walk the hands to the feet. Exhalation, hands to the knees, roll the shoulders. Action shot. I look up and I got paparazzi in my living room. Twist over to one side, a little bit of a twist. Come back in the center. Rise back up. Walk the hands forward. The hands go forward. Shoulder blades on the back. Pull the belly in. Hold for 3 breaths. Lower the knees. Go wide with the knees. Sink the hips all the way back. Nice child. Give yourself a little sway side to side in the hips. Slowly feeling them kind of sink on down to the earth. We're gonna rise up, walk both hands slightly to one side, and we're puffing up, we're smiling, and then we're melting on down. You're gonna rise up, come into the center, puff up again, other side, melt on down. So rise up, walk forward, hands a little farther than the shoulders, slowly come down. As you're coming down, squeeze the elbows in and lower down to the earth. Head to one side. Get a long inhalation through the nostrils, exhalation through the mouth. When you're ready, bring the knees, bend the knees, feet up, circle the feet, circle the legs. A little windshield action, side to side. We're going to rise up to forearms, okay, the Sphinx. And what we want to do is when we should be elbowed right under the shoulder, but I'm putting pressure through this whole hand. So from the very tip of my finger, running all the way down, I'm pulling back. Notice once again, here, lower back. We still tuck the sacrum, so what that does, it releases that energy for the 4 and 5, my lower back, my lumbar. And you're pressing forward. Try to make sure those shoulders are up, down, and back, squeezing the shoulder blades on as we're pressing through. This is a lot of work, okay? So you're pressing your hips down, your shoulders are up, down, and back, and you're dragging yourself forward, waking up that heart. Take some nice, long, deep breaths. You can stay right here. If you want to add a little something, you're just going to dip down an inch or so. Notice where your elbows are. Bring your hands back where your elbows are. Okay? Tuck that sacrum fully. Press the legs down. Then press through the arms. Rise up to cobra. Nice and long here. Pressing through. Shake the arms are good arms. Flip the toes under. Press back. Oh. Downward facing dog. A little pedal. Press down with the hands, elbows out the side, press through the tops of the hips, sink the heels down. Take the breath. Rise forward, shoulders over hands. Slowly lower down to the earth. Squeeze those elbows. Rise up to Sphinx. Squeeze, press the hips down. Pull the belly in. Hands go where the elbows are. Press down through the hands, rise up, cobra. Flip the toes under, press back. Downward facing dog. Lower down to the knees. Wide with the hips, sink the heels down, head down. So same action. If you have both hands out in front of you, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to bring it flush to almost right in front where your shoulder is. So you have your elbow meets your shoulder. So it's a big 90-degree angle. So one head is stretched out, one hand is pressed down. Give a little pull. Okay, it's a little bit of a twist just in the upper back. We're pulling our belly in, we're squeezing our legs at each other. So you should be feeling here in your inseam, your lower back, your hip flexors. Bring the hand forward. Other side, hand is forward. The other hand comes right where your hand is lined up. You give a little press, and you feel this twist across the top of your shoulders. A lot of places where we hold tension. Deep, deep breaths, folks. You're doing an amazing job. Giving back to yourself. Staying present in this time. That is unprecedented. Reach back. And just for a moment, sit back. Now once again, this is a little bit of a quad stretch, and also there could be some energy here with the tops of our feet. You have feet cramping, that's kind of normal. If you want to take a little relief, just grab a pillow or a blanket, and you just bring it up, and just bring it right here behind your knees, okay? So all we're trying to do is slowly open up the quads a little bit. Take a nice long release through the nostrils. Exhalation through the mouth. Hand on the heart, hand on the stomach. We're taking this time of presence. We're taking this time of acknowledgement, of gratitude for this body, this vessel of energy that is holding us true, it's given us life, holding this spiritual energy of our heart and our breath and our soul. Some people call it chi, some people call it prana. Release the hands back down. Rise forward. That could be really intense. Get a little kick out of the feet. A little sway side to side. Any movement that feels good. Once again, walk back. A little bit of a stretch here for the Achilles, the hamstrings. You can stay right here, wrapping the arms around the knees, placing palms at one another. Or if you like, spread the knees wide. Sink the hips back just a little bit. Press the elbow to the inside of the knee. Press the hands at one another and shine the heart forward. Take some nice long deep breaths. We're just really working on some shoulders, some hips today. Just kind of imagine the old Barbie dolls when we were kids, where you had like a solid center, but then you had these like really crazy arms and legs that would move everywhere. Little movement. Press down through the feet, rise up. Forward fold. Notice the feet, make them hip distance apart, make them parallel. Okay, so we're trying to get the top of our femur to roll in, those sit bones that we talked about. Hands on the knees, roll the shoulder blades, pull the belly in, get nice and long. Exhalation, melt on down. Little wiggle side to side, little half Beyonce. Place the right hand in the center. Slowly pull the left hand up like you're pulling a bow. A little twist to one side. We're still stretching the legs back through, waking up the arches, the hamstrings. Left hand down. Press firmly, okay? Climb the mat. Slowly bring the head and heart to the opposite side, pulling up like we're pulling a bow. Melt on down. Take a moment, sip of water. Come onto your backs. For me, I place the feet down, a little energy here, give myself the knees on down, invite big hug in. Knees into the chest, Release to the opposite side. Invite the knees right over the hips, toes kind of active, hands to your cactus. And what we're trying to do is have this little ridge here, this little arch for our lower back, keeping the abdominals, let the abdominals do the work here. Take some nice long deep breaths. Allowing this time, allowing this presence, tightening through the lower abdominals. When you feel ready, take a nice long inhalation and exhalation. Just let both legs fall over to the right. Super yummy twist. For me to work the shoulders, let's bring the hands up, palms facing each other first. Press up, have them open, and then let them fall behind you. Once again, you can have your head turned to one side. The spine loves to be elongated and stretched through. Big breath here. There's so much going on, and yet there's nothing going on. So being comfortable in that stillness is a learned practice. Being comfortable in the unknowing is a skilled practice. Let the belly get full here. The belly is our drive and our desire and our passion. All things that will return when we are through this time. But let's do the work while we have this time to be prepared. To go after the things that we want, be with the people that we love, and make this world a beautiful place. Pull the belly in. Bring the knees back up in the center. Big hug in. Big circles. I know I need this. With all the social distancing, there are no massages. So my body is definitely aching these days. I usually get a massage once a month. And that's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Because if I'm not healthy, then I can't be of service to the people that count on me. Come back into center knees. The more the knees are over the hips, the more you're going to work this area right here, okay? This little area that's been bothersome to me most of my life. So that's why I bring the hands out to the side, just to start. But that's why for me, placing a hand on the heart and a hand on the belly was a very revolutionary thing, okay? So it's not about just loving certain parts of yourself, it's about loving all parts of yourself. Sometimes I use food to calm myself, and I've used it greatly over the last few weeks. But being present in it and allowing these little moments, but also being active, giving back to myself and giving back to others. Legs could be shaky right here, mind could be racy. Take a nice long inhalation and exhalation. Slowly let the legs fall to the opposite side. Watch out for your drink. You have your arms out to the side. If you want to add something, hands up towards the sky. Press them up. Have them open and slowly let them lower behind you. You can always turn your head to the opposite side. Making sure I don't cover the microphone for all my millions of viewers. Nothing. Okay. Dom chuckled. So that's all that I do this for. Big breaths here, folks. We're all in this thing together. We're all doing the very best we can. Slowly roll back up to center. A Little windshield wiper side to side. We worked a lot of shoulders, we worked a lot of hips today. But this is just a morning practice. We have another one tonight at 5:30. You can start and end your day with us. We really appreciate it. And also knowing that 1 hour of the day today, you'll get back to yourself. You might be homeschooling, you might be trying to figure out how to work from home. You might be furloughed right now and going over your finances. So know that we are here for you. So I invite the feet to come together. Let the soles of the feet touch. And we press the soles at one another. It keeps the knees and the hips nice and safe in the ankles. Place again, one hand on the heart. I invite under the shirt, a hand on the heart. Okay, this was a very powerful moment for me when I first began this practice. To realize I'm supposed to love all parts of me, not just certain. Take a nice long inhalation through the nostrils, exhalation through the mouth. Just turn towards the breath. Not controlling, not constricting, just let the breath be. Let nature take its course. Going to reach down, a little support to the legs. Let them lay down, nice and fall. Let the feet splay to the side, let the hands go out to the side. Be content in this movement that you've done today. Be content in what you've accomplished so far today. Always look towards the gratitude and be content. Once again, twinkle the toes, release any energy into the feet. Let it rise up through the ankles and the shins and the thighs. Feel the hips get heavy. As the energy rolls through the belly and the heart, washing over the shoulders, down the arms, pulling the hands, splashing over the fingertips. As you feel the earth press up and hold you in this buoyancy of support and love. As the energy rises up through the back of your throat, back of your neck, tops of the head, pressed over the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and allow yourself to let go and melt into the earth. Nice long inhalation through the nostrils, exhalation through the mouth. Twinkle the toes, twinkle the fingers, open the mouth. Just let that head go side to side, reawakening. When you feel ready, bring the feet down to the earth, knees bent. And I invite you to roll to one side, kind of curl up in the position you all began in. As we all started this journey at one time or another, at different times, different places, but we all have found ourselves into this one area at this time. The universe has brought us together, sharing our energies, sharing our community. This moment of stillness, this moment of appreciation, I hope you carry throughout your day, throughout your week. You'll be back here at 5:30. Press down through the hands, rise back up. Please join me with bringing the hands all the way up towards the sky. Have the fingertips touch, and slowly bring the hands in front of the heart. Press the thumbs at the heart space. We keep the hands open because we all have a light inside. Sometimes it flickers, sometimes it shines brightly. We keep the hands around it to protect it, but we keep the hands open, not to extinguish it, to feed it, to breathe the life into it, especially these times of darkness. With full gratitude for this practice and for you, we bow our heads to our hearts. Bless all that you love and love you. Namaste, friends. Once again,
Thanks, Rob. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us once again here in our Zoom classes on yogaborn.com.
Thanks, Rob.
Saying goodbye to my
Thanks,
friends.
Rob. Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Facebook Live.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, John.